What's going on, Internet? Welcome back to the podcast. Happy New Year. First off and foremost, if you're going to say Happy New Year's to anybody, say it is New Year. It's a singular New Year. It's not New Year's, okay? Secondly, New Year, new me, right? That's what everybody's going to say. Well, I got a new segment for you motherfuckers, okay? I'm so excited for this episode today, you guys. So I'm going to roll the intro music and we'll get into it. You're tuning into URL versus IRL. Hosted by Bree Lynch. You guys, I'm so excited for this fucking episode today. I know I said it before I actually rolled the intro music, but like I have been anticipating this for such a long time. I came up with this idea of what girls like. I don't know, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Maybe. And we've just been stewing in our group chat.
The group chat has been on fire.
Yes, it really has. For those of you that are listening and don't recognize the other voices on the sides of the microphone, we've got Casey and Sydney here.
Hello, Internet.
I'm so excited to have you guys here. You guys, we are going to be introducing this new segment. It's called Girls vs. World. We all have matching sweatshirts on. That's how excited I was about this. And yeah, this is going to be a new segment for the podcast. I'm really excited for it. I really hope you guys love it. And I think that this is going to be fucking great. We have a lot of really good ideas.
So what's the point? Like, what are we going to be doing in this segment? Like, what do you think our goals are?
I think I just really wanted something a little less like serious, a little less like so prepared and like interviewy, like URL versus IRL. So I wanted something that was gonna like switch it up every now and then.
Yeah. Time to just talk our shit and be funny. If you like, if you want funny content on the internet, please listen to us.
If any of you follow us on Instagram, you probably saw that the three of us actually posted something like a week and a half ago or something like that. Yeah. And we asked you guys to give us your most left field moments of 2024. Do one of you girls want to start?
Yeah.
Or read one of the stories?
Sid.
I'll start. So transparently, I didn't get too many.
Okay.
A lot of them were a little sad.
Oh.
So we're gonna try and do the like unhinged ones.
And for
perfect.
a side note, if you listen to this and are listening right now and we ask a question on Instagram, please respond.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Please don't just view the story and like the story and then not answer the question.
That
I
happened to
hate
me
that
quite
shit.
a bit. I did have a little bit more, like way more views than I had.
Because I look and I'm like, damn, I thought y'all were some real ass friends.
Yeah.
Fake as shit not answering my question.
God, I know. I had one of my friends that actually submitted like 3 different stories for me, and I was like, "Go off,
I love
girl!
that.
Thank
Yeah.
you."
She was like, not one, I got 3.
Yes, 3 different stories. Go ahead.
So one person said, found out I'm related to the Utz potato chip empire.
What?
Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
pretty fucking awesome. I actually know this person, and I did see them post about it. So I guess I'll just like keep everybody updated on like what is transpiring. But yeah, a pretty fucking crazy one.
How deep
Run
is the
me my
relation?
bag.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Run me
like
my
there's
bag.
gotta be some money in there.
I need residuals. I need.
Yes.
What is it called? What do they call it on Shark Tank?
Royalties, maybe?
Royalties. Yes.
This one is a little crazy. My ex having brain surgery and dumping me after being there for all the hard parts.
No.
I'm catching a charge in this scenario. Yeah, I can't imagine how. There's so many emotions that I imagine.
Bitch,
tie into
no.
that.
The only thing in my head is like the song "Before He Cheats" by Carrie Underwood because that's how I would have to do.
Yeah, I'm like catching several charges. Yeah,
And what are the chances? Like you could have died,
Yes.
and I supported you.
yeah,
Right.
You could have been brain dead, and
Yeah.
I would have still staged with you if you were dumb afterwards.
That's
And-
literally how it goes.
And now you're gonna tell me you're gonna leave me?
Yeah, and you know what? I saw this like one time I was like scrolling on TikTok and I saw a similar like story about this, and someone said basically what it came down to, like the psychology behind it is like that person specifically, if it's like a man that is like dealing with like the the illness.
Yeah.
They get really weird in those situations and feel like they're being like taken care of and like mothered almost. And then
What do you mean we do that on a regular basis to those motherfuckers
Right,
anyway?
got fucking mommy issues.
I think right, I'm saying. But I think that like when they'll feel like a little bit like helpless and like almost embarrassed in a way, and sometimes like that's like why that happens, which I think is total fucking bullshit. Anyway, I would be furious.
Did he want to break up with her before he had brain surgery?
Yeah, and he just needed
someone to help him out through a hard time and needed to wait for the time to pull the trigger, which in my eyes is worse.
Oh, it's way fucking worse.
Like if you
and probably more like
that's fucked up.
More realistic too, if we're saying. I'm sure like a shitty guy that's gonna do that. Like he's keeping you in his back pocket basically until he doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
So fucked. And then this one is there's layers to this one. This is more of like a story. So this person called into their favorite podcast, left a voicemail. No, right. Immediately, right.
Phone number.
Maybe we'll be now, right?
Yeah.
Left a voicemail about how their ex refused to eat their coochie because he had a bad experience at a music festival years ago. So basically, like at this music festival,
he said, "I met a nasty ass bitch at a music festival. She didn't shower for days.
Literally, yeah.
But why are you eating pussy at a music festival?
Exactly.
Where are you doing that?
Right.
In the fucking porta potty?
Right.
Confused. I'm so
Basically,
confused.
like he hooked up with somebody who hadn't showered in like God knows how long.
Right.
Ew.
And now they hate people who don't eat it is now like an ongoing joke on that podcast. So like this person like basically called it into the podcast and like told the story about how like they dated this guy who like wouldn't, you know, go down on them, and now the podcast like consistently makes jokes about
men who don't go down on their girls.
Royalties.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny one because imagine like I don't want to gender them, but they said whenever someone calls in with a similar story, they say, well, maybe he just had some rock bottom festival pussy.
Not rock bottom festival pussy. I'm screaming.
Yeah.
Shut
Festival
the fuck
pussy.
up.
So those are my top ones.
Oh my God, that's fucking ridiculous.
I have a funny story. I had one person respond, and they said that their craziest moment of 2024 was getting ghosted by a man with a fake accent.
No.
The fake accent? Okay, hold on. We need to like link and see if we know the same person, because I had somebody respond to a sticker, like a banter box before it was a banter box, like months ago, saying that they also dated somebody and they found out at the end of the relationship that that person had a fake accent.
What if you start
You
talking
know
to your
how much
sleeve?
commitment you need to have to fake an accent for an entire relationship?
That's
Also, is it that
wild.
believable?
I mean,
How is that believable?
And what accent was it?
Right, I need to know.
I need to know
Yeah.
what accent
Right,
it was.
that's what I'm saying.
Could you imagine someone being like, I'm going to fake a Delco accent?
Right.
I wish I could get rid of my fucking accent every fucking day.
Have you ever seen
I sound like a
Oh no, I love your
youth
accent.
baseball league dad.
I love your accent. I love it. It's adorable.
Like I'm a hoagie.
Have you ever seen?
Shut the
Have you ever
fuck
seen Mayor
up.
of Easttown?
No.
Okay, she's got a
Wait, no, I did watch
Yes.
that. It was Philly based,
Yeah.
right? Yes, no, I remember.
She
I
has
remember
a
it.
Delco accent, and it's so funny because like you could tell that they have her say certain words like certain ways,
Right.
and she'll be like phone or like I'll be
Phone?
home for dinner later, like ooh, which is like the only part of like the Delco accent that I got is the long O's.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, like I clocked it. But yeah, there's some things that she says and it just sounds like
I have the O's,
so
I
fake.
have the A's,
Mhm.
everything. Oh,
I love
God.
it. I love your accent.
Like, you guys are so girly pop, and I'm like, what's up, whore? Like, let me
up,
talk like
motherfuckers?
someone's like
No,
fucking
I
father.
love it. I love it.
But here's my story. So, setting the scene, it was the first time staying over at my now boyfriend's house. We were play fighting, and he accidentally kicked me in the face. My prosthetic eye flew out. At this point, I hadn't told him that I had a prosthetic eye. Bitch,
fuck.
lie.
Here we go.
My fight or flight kicked in, and I covered my eye with my hand and told him to get the fuck out of his own room. Why don't you have an eye patch? He left the room.
Why don't you have an eye patch?
I then spent the next 5 minutes on my
have
hands
so
and
many
knees
thoughts
trying
here.
to find my eye as I had no idea where it had gone.
Oh, that's like nightmare fuel. That's like my worst nightmare.
like, where are my glasses? But it's your
Yeah,
actual
but it's your
fucking
fucking
eye.
eyeball.
Like, I mean, it's not like you can see out of it. Like, and then she says, I found my eye and called my friend sobbing. I hadn't asked for the Wi-Fi yet, and the signal was horrendous, so the call kept failing. I called my family, who were
So
trying to
specific.
help me
Right.
figure out how to put my eye back in calmly. While this was happening, he was texting me, asking me what was wrong and if I needed him to take me to the hospital. I was crying and sweating profusely. My eye physically would not go back in.
Oh my gosh.
After a good 30 minutes, I finally put my eye back in. I had put my eye back in upside down.
Oh my
No
gosh.
And it was
She's getting
now
fucking
looking
worse.
up at the ceiling.
Oh my gosh. This is getting worse.
How and why was this happening? I had to take my eye back out and start the entire process all over again.
That can't be comfortable either.
No.
Like that
Like,
can't be
it has to be
comfortable.
dry in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He was still texting me, apologizing, and asking what he had done wrong. I finally put my eye back in, and this time the right way. I told him he could come back into the room, and he hugged me, and I was dripping with sweat and tears. And that's how my boyfriend found out that I have a prosthetic eye.
Are they still together? I need to know.
I don't know.
What the
First of
fuck?
all, this poor man, because he's like, what did I do wrong?
Right.
Why is she so upset? Like, he's like, oh my gosh. I kind of feel for him in that situation. But
You had to have known,
That's-
and you are full blown
Right.
dumb.
Yeah.
If you looked your bitch dead in the eye for a whole relationship and were like, nah, everything's cool here.
no,
like,
I think my thought is immediately he knew.
and just
but
didn't want to say
was
anything.
waiting for her on her own to like mention it, because if you've ever seen anybody with a prosthetic eye, that shit doesn't blink the same.
That's what I
That
mean, it doesn't move.
Right.
Like you can I mean, they look realistic.
Yeah.
But like
If-
if you're engaging in conversation and like having eye contact with somebody, like after a while you're like, something's happening here.
Maybe he wasn't an eye
yeah,
contact
like,
guy.
this
Yeah.
just isn't like right. like,
Right.
something's off.
Yeah, and like you kind of know, like,
and
oh,
it's
okay.
your one eye.
Yeah.
That's off. It's not moving.
Right. And
Like-
yeah, so maybe he's just like not looking her in the face very often. Like
Yeah.
Damn.
maybe he's just like, yeah, he's not good with eye contact or something like that.
Oh God, I
Yeah.
can't even fucking imagine. I remember one time I was so embarrassed because my fucking contacts fell out, and I was like, "Bitch, I can't see. Like, I'm not gonna be able to drive
Yeah.
home. Like, what the
Your
fuck am I
whole
supposed to?"
eye,
do?
Contact.
But my whole eye.
Yeah.
My
I
whole
remember
eye.
I worked at an eye doctor's office for a hot second, and I used to have to teach people how to put contacts in, because in order to get contacts,
They have
you
to
have
test
to
you.
test. They
Yes.
have to test
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
You have to show that you can take the contact and put it in and out of your eye 3 times in a row.
I had been trying to do that
And
shit
I
since
would
I was
sit
10.
there and watch teenagers just like jam their eyes for like
No.
hours, and the way that it would make my skin crawl.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know how to fucking teach you. I don't even know how to use a
Yeah,
contact.
I
like,
bought-
and I will not learn how to use how to I won't learn.
Yeah.
No.
I bought like fake colored contacts in like 2013 because I wanted to see what I looked like with green eyes. We don't need to talk about why that would happen. Anyway, I couldn't do it. Moral of the story.
I think
yeah, I
if-
was like too freaked out, like trying to like with my finger that close
I am
to my
so good
eye.
at putting contacts in, and now every time I have a fucking eyelash, I'm like, la di da doop. And I
Really?
just take it right out.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I'm like
a
sitting there and
pro.
I'm like
I'm a pro. I
like,
feel like, well, I mean,
dying.
I think I tried to start getting contacts when I was like maybe like 10 or 11 years old, because I got glasses when I was like 7, and then I finally was able to do it by the time that I was like 12.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I
That's
got
crazy
LASIK
because
like
I was
3 years
teaching like
ago.
11 and 12-year-olds how to do it. I'm like, yo, you guys are fucking brave.
Yeah.
Y'all must really be getting bullied over these glasses.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. No, which is
And-
crazy because I actually, when I was younger, I wanted weirdly.
I wanted glasses.
I wanted glasses. I wanted braces, and I
miss my
wanted-
glasses
yeah,
now. Yeah.
I wanted the braces.
I
that
wanted
had
braces
like the little
until
rubber.
I got those bitches.
Yes, same. I had his own braces. I don't know why.
Really?
Yes.
How was
and
that?
my teeth have shifted. Oh, it was awful. And like Trav, I had just met him. So imagine like you're like 21.
yeah.
You like meet the man of your dreams, and then you have to be like, by the way, I'm about to look 12 for a couple of years. Bless his little heart, because he was like, oh, interesting. Okay.
I was the same
Interesting.
girl
Yeah,
though that I
screaming.
was always like, if I try and fail this eye exam, could I get glasses?
Oh, really? You wanted them badly, and then you ended up needing them.
Now I need them. Yeah,
Yeah.
now I'm blind as a bat.
No,
Me
she
and my
still
brother
fakes
were
the eye
sitting on my
test every
mom's.
time.
Huh?
I said, no, you still fake the eye test every time.
Yeah, every time. No, my eyesight is actually pretty bad now. I was sitting on my mom's couch with my brother, and we both at the same time were like, can you see this shit? Because I can't see this shit. Like, and I have my glasses on and I can't see this shit.
Oh my God, that's so bad. Holy shit. Wait, hang on. I have a banter box. By the way, you guys, I don't know if I actually introduced that that's what this little part of the podcast
did.
is going to be
Banter
called.
box.
Oh, I did? Okay, hell yeah. I love that for me.
And the whole point of this is we want you guys to write in.
Yeah,
Yes.
engage.
Please interact.
To
We
write
want to
into
hear
us.
your out of pocket shit.
And
Yes.
also, like, it, like, gives everybody the opportunity to talk their shit.
Yes.
Anonymously.
Right.
That's literally what this whole podcast is, except it's all of us airing our business. Anyway, so one of the
I
stories
hope my
that I
job
got,
never hears me talk my shit.
People at my job do hear me talk my shit.
yeah, they all listen to the
I work
podcast.
for the government.
Oh, they sure do. They're listening to me talk about, like, literally taking pictures of my whole naked body, like, multiple times. Yeah. They
Brother,
literally-
I work for the government.
Oh. I work for a coffee shop.
That's what I'm saying.
Different, yeah. Maybe
Oh
just
my
like
God.
find them, like look them up, block the U.S. government
Right.
on
Instagram. How
Instagram,
to block the U.S. government on
block
Instagram.
POTUS on Instagram. Everybody you could possibly
God.
find.
Speaking of blocking people, okay, so this person that wrote into me probably blocked somebody because they said they spontaneously ended their engagement this year.
Oof.
Ooh, that's rough.
I can't fucking imagine.
Dude, I can't.
No, I think about it every day. I'm like, and I shouldn't think about it every day because I feel like I'm going to end up manifesting it. But I'm like, I don't know how I would live my life without Alex.
Yeah.
Like, I would crumble to the fucking ground.
Yeah. mhm.
Like, he can't go anywhere because
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's sweet though.
Wait a minute though. Wait. I know somebody, and the person that I'm talking about knows exactly who the fuck they are because I know they listen to this podcast. I know somebody that once said yes to an engagement just because they felt the pressure to right then and there. One of them was in public.
Oh.
This bitch
See,
was
that's that
engaged
shit in
multiple times.
public.
One of them was in public. The other one was in their
Oh.
parents' house
Okay.
in the living room. Yes.
Yeah. Wait, their
And-
parents or the person that
The girl's parents who got
Okay.
proposed to. Yes.
Okay.
And just said yes because it was like immediate pressure environment.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
what
So
else
did
am I
they
supposed
break
to do?
it off afterwards?
Yes.
Okay, well that's good.
Yes.
Because what the fuck?
But like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what the fuck I would do.
yeah.
You say peace.
Right.
Like, what can you do?
I mean, but like, I don't know if I'd have the guts to be able to be like, actually, can you get up? Like, I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to do this.
yeah.
here's my thing though.
think-
If that's what you're doing as a proposal, you don't know me enough
Yeah.
to be marrying me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
If you don't know exactly what I would want for that moment, you
Yeah.
should not be asking me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That's it.
So
Like-
spontaneously breaking off an engagement was one banter box story that I got. Another one was that this one's kind of funny. I locked myself out of my apartment and then I had to climb through my window in a skirt while my date waited for me to for me to get inside.
Oh,
That's
great first
crazy.
impression. Honestly, I guess
know.
you would be able to figure out pretty quickly though if that person was like with the shits or not.
I mean, I
Because
guess,
if they
but
were
then
like,
also,
"Yo, that was crazy,"
Right.
or if
Yeah.
they're like, "That's fucking weird," like you would know kind of quickly. I guess
I would be laughing my fucking
Yeah.
ass
I
off
would
if
be-
I
I would
locked
be
myself out of my
staring,
apartment.
Yeah.
And then I would be hoping that the neighbors don't call the cops because they think someone's breaking into someone's house.
The way
Yeah,
that I
that's,
would
like,
literally
my
use
biggest
that as a
fear.
fucking test. I'd be like, you gonna help me get in this window or not?
Right.
Yeah, true.
And then he's like, does she
Wait,
really live
true.
here? Is this actually her house?
Yeah.
I can imagine if she didn't even actually
Oh,
live
that's
there.
so good. But
Oh my
imagine, like,
God.
yeah, imagine they don't get out of the car and like try and fucking help. That's a red flag.
You could take your ass home.
Yeah.
The fuck do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you could take your ass home immediately.
If what?
If they didn't even
If
get
they
out of the
didn't help.
car.
If they just
they didn't
sat
even
there,
help.
they're a warm car.
Oh no, if I need to scaffold a fucking side of a building to get into my abode, you are helping me because
Bitch, you're going through the window. What do you mean?
Here's,
I'm in a
here's
skirt.
my thing. I love to say I'm the most independent girly in the world.
Yes.
Until I need to lift anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I am
Or, like,
poor,
use a
I am weak, I
hammer.
need help, I am just a little
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
Listen, when
Like-
I know somebody else is more capable than me and can get it done faster than me, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not gonna fucking try to do it. Even you today, we
Yeah.
made coffee before this podcast. I was like, here you go,
You
Sydney.
were like,
Like,
here's everything. Let me know.
I was like, have a great time with my espresso machine.
Yeah,
Good luck.
and I did.
Yes, you did.
sure
you made
did.
latte art and everything.
Thanks.
Wait, I got more banter box stories. Hold up. They're kind of short. One of them was that my boss came into work higher than a kite, got fired, and that got me a promotion the same day.
Damn, they're fucking up. I go to work high every fucking day and ain't never been caught a day in my life.
How do we block the government?
I have only ever
I have a
been-
medical marijuana card. I'm allowed to do what I want.
True.
Okay, true. Yeah.
None of my employers have ever seen me sober.
Yeah. Well, that's good. At least,
And that
they
is
would
for
probably-
their benefit only.
They probably then would know something is off.
Yeah, if I come to
you
work sober, something's fucked
yeah,
up.
They,
Like-
they were like, she's acting different.
Yeah,
She's
you acting kind of fucking weird.
But and I'm not saying I go to work fucked up.
Right.
I smoke weed, bitch. I smoke weed to be okay.
Yeah.
Like it's
Just
for
enough.
everyone else's like benefit.
For
like
everybody else's
because
benefit.
I'm cranky otherwise. And
That's a hard like job to have as well. So
but also, why can't we normalize just being high to function? Like
I mean, shit, I wouldn't know, but it
what?
sounds
Your
nice.
employer
Not
coming into the
functional when I'm
workplace
high.
high. Like
I cannot function when I'm high.
really
I'm,
see?
oh
I
no.
I
I'm like,
wish that I could still be like that.
No.
I'm so
I'm
fucking
so-
curious. It's ridiculous.
I can't.
We
like,
need to get pretty high.
If I smoke, I mean, I accidentally got high at work the other day, but it didn't hit me until I got home because it was like
Oh
drinks.
shit.
So we were.
Oh, that's right, because you guys do the THC
right.
drinks,
So we
yeah.
do THC drinks on Fridays. You know, you've been there. And we were testing out like new ones, and I was like trying to perfect recipes. So I was just like making drinks and then like drinking like, and then being like, no, that's not right. And dumping it, making a new one. And I guess I had taken so many sips, I probably had at least one full drink, and it's like 10 milligrams
10
of
milligrams.
THC.
Yeah.
Which
And-
if you don't smoke 10 milligrams, will fuck you
Right,
up.
yes.
Like
But it was like over the course of like some time. So I wasn't like super fucked, but I got home and I was like, oh man, like I need some fucking noodles. And so I texted Trav and I was like, I'll pick you up under the condition that we go to Honey Grow and you get me noodles.
Yes, I had Honey Girl last night too.
So fucking good. Is there
Shout
a
out to
Honey
Honey
Grow
Girl.
near
No.
here? Okay, cool. I didn't think so. So anyway, so I'm like halfway driving there, and then I realized, I was like, hold on. Something's wrong here.
Stop the
And I
car.
was like, oh, I'm a little high. So then I turned around and I was like, I'm not fucking driving. I was like, I'm so sorry. We're not getting noodles and I'm not picking you up.
I wish
Yeah.
I could like ingest marijuana and feel like that.
Really? Oh,
Because
I don't
I
like
can
it.
function very large machinery while high.
Oh,
like
really?
because I smoke and I don't
Yeah.
feel anything anymore.
Yeah.
Like it
Like-
just makes me normal.
My
like,
old boss was like that. Yeah, she would literally like smoke like 3 days before she even got into work.
Damn,
Yeah.
girl, go ahead.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. No, to me, like I'm just not functional.
But like, let's normalize weed in the workplace. Maybe we would have less hostile workplaces if everyone was
Oh,
fucking
good
high.
point, actually.
Or you'd have like someone like me like having a fucking meltdown in the bathroom right now, being like, "Whoa, like what is happening?" I get like shaky. I get
Really?
yeah. It's
Oh,
like I don't
shit.
know if it is just like it runs in the family because my mom every time she's ever tried to smoke in her adult life she throws up. So I don't know if like there's like a weird allergy thing that like runs in my family.
Interesting.
Or what? Because Trav he'll fucking smoke and
Right, so
and
I didn't
it's
know if he
totally
did or
normal.
not.
Yeah, but for me I cannot. Like I
Damn.
can't function. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I knew. Wish I could contribute to this part of the conversation. I've never smoked a day in my life. Like,
Let's
You never smoked
expand, Bree.
Girl, no,
Like,
I've also
you
never
don't
had
even need
alcohol.
to
What?
yes, all the way straight edge.
Hold the fuck on.
My whole
You
life.
don't even
Okay.
need to smoke anything. Let me give you a gummy, like, and
Oh.
see how you feel.
I actually cannot do edibles at all. So
I think we did have this conversation
yeah,
before.
edibles are what fucks me up the most.
They don't fuck me up anywhere nearly as
I
close.
feel like
as
that's why
flour.
the THC drink probably got to you.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
ingested.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when you eat an edible,
Mm-hmm.
that goes through your stomach. When you drink a THC
Gets
drink,
absorbed.
it's processed through your liver and your kidneys.
Yeah.
So that activates it quicker and it makes it actually stronger.
That makes
Like,
a lot of sense.
It like
yeah.
interacts with some like the enzymes in your stomach to like
Yeah.
make it more potent.
That makes a lot of sense.
Damn.
'Cause
And it,
I
like,
felt
hits
that
you
shit
quicker.
like I mean I after I left work, I got home and I was like, I want noodles like 20 minutes.
Hell
It was
yeah.
pretty quick, yeah.
Oh my
So,
god. Yeah, no, I've never drank anything, smoked
Is
anything.
this because you like just don't want you don't want to? Is it just because it's been like so long at this point that like you get like kind of freaked out by it?
Like,
maybe?
I don't know. It's a combination of two things. So number one, I think that like I had really rebellious tendencies growing up. So like when people were trying to get me to drink and smoke, I was like, no, fuck you. I'm not going to listen to what you say. So that's where that started, right? So then that
It's like
carried.
anti peer pressure. I love to
It
see
That is
was,
anti-peer
yes,
pressure.
right? So then once I was like in high school, then everybody like knew that you couldn't get Brianna to like smoke or drink or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to fucking stick with it because then I like ended up having this little like reputation of not doing that,
Like,
right?
yeah, I'm fucking cooler than you bitches.
Well, then I
Yeah.
go into like college, but I went to a art school that it was like a rush program for filmmaking.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
nobody was fucking doing anything. All of us were like stressed the fuck out every single day. It was
Yeah.
like a couple week long program, whatever. Nobody was doing that in that school. Then I go to a different school. That school I go to online. Right? So now I'm still by my fucking self in California. I don't know anybody. What's the fucking point? Nobody's
So
trying
you
to
didn't
get me
get
to do
that
any of this.
college scene to like get
No.
introduced into any of that on like a soft launch kind of way.
Exactly. Then now I'm in my fucking 20s. And
But
now,
I feel like you could have a healthy relationship with
Yeah,
it now
I agree
because
with
you can
that.
just like have a cocktail and see if you like it. Whereas
I
in like
know.
I got to freshman year of college and they were like, chug a 6-pack. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, see what the problem is now I'm like, I've been this way my entire fucking life. So then what if I break my streak? I feel like I'm fucking playing Duolingo. Like, what
do
if
you
I
feel
break
like
my
you're
28
trying to
year
like
streak?
hold on to sobriety? Like,
I don't fucking know. I mean, I think that like I have family members that have been addicted to different things. So I think number one, that freaked me out. And then number two,
I relate to that.
I was like,
So
what
do
if
I,
like
heavily.
I was like, what if like now like I'm fucking 28 years old, I smoke weed for the first time, I fucking hate that shit. Then what did I do that for?
I think that you should only do it if you feel like it'll be beneficial to
Right.
you in some way. Whether that's like,
Which-
I mean, it could just be character development. But like, I don't think that you should do it if you don't feel good about it. But I think that if you,
It's just weird that the curiosity just hit me now when I
Yeah,
was like,
that's not weird at all. I
probably
think
like
that's
20.
completely normal. I think that honestly, that's healthier because there's a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm
kids-
saying. I think
Yeah.
that's so much healthier because
Yes.
my ass started smoking and drinking in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and you never had like the maladaptive of like, damn, this shit sucks. I want to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, whereas
Yeah.
like that's where it gets most young kids. Like, there's some shit that happens and they're like, damn, I want to get rid of this feeling. Like, for you to never have had like that moment where you're like, this sucks so bad. I need something to numb it out. Like, that's so
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. And then you know what else though? My mom used to smoke and drink before I was born, and then both of my parents, my whole time of life, my mom has not drank anything since I've been born. Same thing with smoking, and then my dad has also never drank or smoked at all in his entire life.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so then I would say like that you're seeing like the influences from your parents there.
I
as
think that that's
well.
what that was too, and I think that like when I realized that like even when it comes to like most people would be like anxious at like a party to like start dancing or like a wedding, I'm the first one on the dance floor without any kind of substances by any means.
Yeah.
People love to hate on it when people can have sober fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
People love to hate on that, and those people are alcoholics.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
because then there's some people our age that are truly at a point in life where they can't put the fucking bottle down and have not left the college phase.
That's
I-
crazy because I
Like,
feel like a fucking teenager.
My one of my best friends from when I was 18, I don't talk to him at all anymore because when we were like young, his house was like the party house and it was
Right.
like cool to go there, and like his parents did it like, oh yeah, if you're gonna drink, like I'm taking your keys and you're staying here. And so
Everyone
it felt
had
like
a house like
so
that
it
that they
felt
went
safe,
to.
and I felt like comfortable drinking there, except for they didn't really like limit it, so
Oh.
he would drink like excessively, and throughout, like, I mean, he was an alcoholic before he even turned 21,
Right.
and then it just got downhill from there, and he has mental health issues in the mix, so he would get drunk and he would hallucinate, and it was just a lot. And long story short, he ended up becoming like an abusive person.
Shit.
He was like for 2 years sober, and he just broke his sobriety streak from
that's
great.
tough.
So it's like, yeah, it's hard. Like, yeah, it's really difficult.
And that's the thing. I think I've seen so many people that, like, when I was in college, like, I will be the first one to admit I was a functional alcoholic for 4 years of college. Like, that's how I was. I was drunk Thursday through Monday night.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I saw a lot of people that weren't able to stop that pattern, and it has fucked their lives up in
I
significant
mean, it's
ways.
like crazy that you were able
or
to
some
stop-
people
stop
that aren't ever able to get out of that funk that
Yeah.
drinking so heavily for so long takes on your like
Yeah.
mind, like
Yeah.
because it's a depressant, you know. Like I never once was drunk in college and was like, this made me feel happier.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I had a good time. I'm here for a party. Am I happy on the inside? No, probably not.
No.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I have like alcoholism and like drug addiction runs in my dad's side of the family.
Mine too, sister.
So I actually grew up, like I saw like my mom and my dad like have drinks and stuff like that. But it was like they were very transparent with like, hey, we have people in our family that this is what happens when you do it the wrong way. And like it was kind of like discussed in like a way that was like, you need to like be aware
Right.
of this. And like, so when I was in high school, I mean, when I was a freshman and a sophomore, I wasn't like drinking at all. Like when people started smoking weed, I was similarly like, fuck that, I'm not doing that shit. Like,
Right.
and then when I waited until mostly my senior year. And then I started to kind of like dabble, but I was like the responsible one. I was like the mom friend. So I would go to like a party and I would be like kind of drunk, but I never I've never blacked out once. I've never like thrown up.
What?
And like people would be outside. Yeah. People
The
would be
amount of nights I've spent my night with the head in the toilet is
Right.
fucking crazy.
And there would be people like outside like yelling and like I would go out and I'd be like, get the fuck inside, the cops are gonna come. Like that was like my role. So I do feel like, considering you haven't done it up until this point, like I do think that you'll be really responsible.
That's what I mean.
I feel
You
like
would
that
be
too,
able to have
yeah.
one drink just to have one drink.
and be able to appreciate
Like,
it for like
what
a
it is.
buzz.
Yeah.
I know.
Because some people are like, just give me a drink. I don't give a fuck what it tastes like. Like, I just need a drink.
No, I love me a good mocktail.
Yeah.
My mom she gave me a gift today for solstice. And she made like each of us like a cocktail, like little basket with like 2 cups and like a handmade cocktail.
Oh,
And
cute.
she made me a
So
mocktail because she knows I don't drink.
Oh, cute. What
Yeah, I
kind of
don't drink
mocktail was
anymore.
it? Do you
I
know?
haven't been drunk
Yeah.
in probably 4 years.
That's good.
Oh,
though.
shit.
I
Good
mean,
for
the
you.
fact that you're able to like break that cycle and like acknowledge that you had an issue
I
is
feel
a really
so
it's-
much
It's
better.
great, yeah.
Yeah, good
Because
for
a lot
you.
of people, like you said, can't really do that.
Right.
Like it does really take over them.
Well, and like my mom had to keep saying, like, if you throw up every time you drink, Casey, it's not you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
And like that was me.
Good
I would get
point.
plastered and just yak.
Yeah.
Oh God. Speaking of which, honestly, should we talk about like New Year's resolution shit? Because this is New Year's
Yeah.
Eve anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Do we want to do a year recap first?
Oh yeah, maybe we should do a year
Oh my
recap.
god.
You want to start?
I mean, we could do a year recap, but I don't know if I should start or end because I got some fucking.
I would love to hear it.
we don't
'cause
have
mine
to
are
get
not
like
that
crazy in depth like year recap,
Yeah.
but like
What was your most left field moment this year?
My most left field moment this
Mm-hmm.
year. Oh gosh. First of all, my car. Every other fucking week has had an issue.
That's right.
Yeah, and recently it was like miraculously like a good potential thing where it ended up being like the turbocharger and like basically the whole year while I was like a stay-at-home mom and like broke as I've ever been in my life. Like literally like I think I was making like $400 like bi-weekly. And that was just to basically pay for my kid. Like Travis was like breadwinning. And I basically was like stressed out all year because my fucking car was like, what the fuck's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? And nobody could figure it out. My turbocharger finally goes. It was going to be $2,800. And then it ended up being covered by a special warranty. So that was like great. Another one was my grandmom went in for an esophagus scan and completely like unrelated to anything. They were like, oh yeah, everything's good. By the way, you have stage 3 lung cancer. And then she ended up getting a CAT scan and they were like, oh, you actually have 2 stage 4 brain tumors as well.
no.
Yeah, and they gave her
shit.
like up to like maximum like 2-year life expectancy.
Jesus, that's
And
How old is she?
within, I think she's like just turned like 70.
Oh,
And
God,
the
I hate that.
crazy part is within a week of her getting that diagnosis, she like wasn't able to like read or write.
right.
Like it just that fucking quick.
No.
So she ended up getting like tumors removed and stuff and she just finished radiation, but that was like a pretty left field moment.
Oh my God, that's so sad. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Damn, I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
Oh my
So
God.
that was pretty crazy, pretty out of fucking left field, I would say.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I mean, there's some that I probably shouldn't mention on this podcast.
That's how I feel. Some of
sparing
this shit, I'm like,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me spare the people.
Yes.
But lots of like friendships that I'm good on.
I feel like this year
Like,
has been really huge for my friendships to shift.
Oh,
I
hell
want to do a
fucking
whole.
yeah.
I want to do a whole podcast on like friendships. I know we did one on like making friends as adults, and then we did a second one
Yeah.
where we like talked about like maintaining
Yeah.
and making new friends as adults.
But I think as like a yearly recap, like
Yearly recap for-
my friendship like landscape has changed
So
so
fucking much,
significantly.
yes. Me
Like
too.
the people that I started 2024 with are not the people that I am ending 2024
100%. And the people I
outside of my partner.
right, and
Yeah.
the people that I started it with, like most of the friends I had were like 10 plus years.
Exactly. Like this
Damn.
year has been the year that I feel like so many huge impactful like lifelong relationships have shifted.
Yes, and like
I was talking to you about that on the phone the other like 2 nights ago. I was like,
Yup.
damn, this shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
these people that you think are gonna be in your life
for
forever.
fucking ever.
And you just see it shift over time, over years,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
months go by and you stop talking to people because everyone's doing their own thing in life.
yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
is everyone doing their own thing in life, or are these relationships expiring?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I feel like
Definitely that. And like, especially as like a mom, like you really start to fucking realize,
Right.
like, you know, it was like, I mean, 3 of my like most important friendships that I've had since high school, I just like ended.
Yeah.
Like blatantly ended. Was like, this is not serving me anymore. I'm totally
wow,
done this.
good for you though.
But
honestly,
yes, and I actually just tweeted. I don't think you have Twitter, but I gave
I
you.
you
just
need
downloaded it.
Twitter,
Girl,
Brie.
I
Like,
fucking
come
downloaded
on.
that
I
shit.
literally
downloaded
gave
it.
you a shout out like indirectly on Twitter
Stop.
because I
I'm following
was
you right now.
reflecting on 2024 and I said like the amount of people that like actually showed up for like me and my child and like my partner and my just like my
Right.
family unit, like I'm just like super thankful for, even though they're not the people that you'd expect them to be.
Right.
And like to actually let go of friendships that aren't serving you because it makes room for friendships
Right.
that do. And like I feel like a lot of people, they think like, oh yeah, like, well, if you have people that like don't have kids, they, you know, they can only do so much. They don't know any better. Like,
Yeah.
but that's
If you
not
want to
fucking
be a
true.
genuine friend, you're gonna show the
Exactly,
fuck
and
up.
that's where
Yeah,
I
but you can
shouted you out because
try.
you're childless.
Yes.
You're not married. Like,
I
you-
love my friends with kids.
exactly, and like I was like,
It's a
you're
built-in
younger than me
bestie.
as well.
Yeah.
Like you literally were like, oh yeah, bring your son over. I'll childproof my fucking house.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, but then I have a best friend from fucking high school who never once came to see me when I was pregnant, never once met my fucking kid up until the point where I pulled the plug on the friendship, and has literally
Damn.
been in my town antiquing with her partner and was like, oh, well, I mean, I can't tell him to drop me off. Yes, you fucking can.
What do you mean?
I feel like, you know what this year's also been about, like with friendships, realizing the energy and the reciprocation of energy.
Oh,
And that has
100%.
been like the biggest,
biggest.
determination of where my friendships are going to
Yes.
go. Because I feel like this year was the year that I realized that I was putting so much into so many friendships
Yeah.
and relationships.
Girl, you were
where
preaching to the choir.
People
Yeah.
are doing dog shit bare minimum
Yes.
for me.
Oh, it's
Like,
horrible. Yeah.
I have some friends that I consider my best fucking friends in this world have been to the apartment that I've lived in for 2 years, have been there once.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
and
I
that's
mean?
exactly how it was. Yeah. I mean, the person I'm talking about literally didn't even come to my house at all. Like, fuck you. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
We're
Right.
gonna,
and then
our
when-
next episode needs to be literally on this topic
I
because I
think
feel like we
so.
could just keep fucking going.
Yes, definitely. And then just like also I just wanted to end it off by saying if there's anybody like that is listening to the podcast that is like, "Oh, I have these friendships and I just am like feeling super depressed about like how the dynamic is, or I feel like it's one-sided," like, and you're just like holding on to them for loyalty and because
The
you feel obligated
history.
to, and
Yeah, and the history. Yeah.
fuck that. Let it
Yeah,
go.
fuck
It
that.
makes room for people that actually like align with you currently, and like
Mhm.
I don't know, just being open to like obviously making friends as adults is difficult,
Mhm.
but like it's like crazy when you like let go of such negative shit, like you attract like
Dead ass. That's what I feel like,
Yes.
because I feel
Yeah.
like this year I've attracted like 2 humans
Yeah.
that are like adult women who I can like
Yes.
connect with, and like
Yeah.
that is one of the things that I'm grateful for. But if I was still in the position of like serving those relationships that weren't serving me, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had the chance to make these
Exactly.
great friendships.
you're taking all that energy. Like I always say, you can only give like however much like your battery is charged.
Right.
Like if you're only feeling 25%, you can only give 25%.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
feel like if you are just like actually like letting go of that shit and like recharging your battery, for lack of better terms, like you're able to like put all of that effort into like friendships and where it is reciprocated.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it feels so much better.
It feels so much
Yeah.
better. And I was like saying
does.
it to Bree the other night. I was like, I'm at a point because like with one friend, I was like, I don't know if this relationship is expiring or like if everyone's just busy. And I was like, I could reach out. I don't even know if I want to.
And that's
Good
how
for
you fucking know it's time to.
and I was
yeah.
like, that is exactly how I know because
Love them from afar.
I don't really
Yeah.
want to reach out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what you get
and that's
to.
how I know that it just is what it is.
Yeah.
That period is gone, and
And we are adults. You can let go of that and
right,
be like,
still hold space for
I
someone.
love you and I want you to be successful and I want you to do these things. Like this friendship dynamic though, like maybe even releasing that is doing them a favor.
Right.
Maybe they're able to meet people that
Right.
also like align with them and like, are cool with whatever you're giving. Cause I'm not.
Right.
you
Yep.
know what I mean?
Absolutely. Was that
Yeah.
your most left field moment, you feel like?
No. Oh my god, my left field moments. I have like one that was like a 6-month long left field moment.
Oh god.
I'm in grad school, if no one knows, and I've had to so I'm in a macro class, and the entire class is one big group project. And it's a group project that lasts from fall semester all the way through spring semester. We're working with the same group. If I didn't get one of the duddest fucking group members in my group, and my entire group collectively does not like this one girl, but like she has been dragging us through the ringer all fucking semester.
That fucking
Like
sucks.
never shows up to class, never participated in like any of the assignments that we had to hand in.
No.
And we had like 8 or 9 different like assignments for this group project. Because basically what we're doing in this group project is designing a macro, so like larger scale social intervention. And we're implementing it in real time, like in our practicum sites. So like it requires a lot of planning. We have to talk about like actual like designs of a program.
Yeah.
And we had to do a logic model. She didn't contribute anything to that. Like, I think she maybe contributed one paragraph, a conclusion paragraph on one of our essays that was due for that project. But, like, never hit us up to be like, what can I do? Like,
So is she passing because of you guys?
she's passing because of us, and that's the most agitating part.
Oh my god, I would
Because it all gets submitted
Yeah.
under the group. So
Yeah.
everyone gets the same grade. And my professor was like, well, she doesn't get necessarily, because we called her out to the professor.
Yeah, I would
At the end of the semester, I was
like,
like, enough is a fucking enough. Like,
Yeah.
there was our final essay that we had due for that group project. It was 1.5 pages. And since she had done nothing for the whole semester, we said, cool, that's on you. You're going to type that paper. It's 1.5 pages. It is not that much. The night that it was due, she goes, I think it's good. It just needs a few extra sentences if you guys can go in and look at it.
No.
Thank God I fucking went in and looked at it, because me and my group members had to delete every single word she wrote
No shit.
and start over. Every fucking word.
oh my god, I would absolutely. Maybe I'm just like really confrontational, but I would be like, are you fucking dumb? Like, do
Well,
you,
and like
what is happening
I said in the
here?
then I said in the group chat to her, I was like, hey, just so you know, we had to redo all this. Like, it was not acceptable to be turned in.
Yeah.
And she never responded. And so in my end of the year like review for the semester, I said to the professor, I was like, we should not have to work with her next semester. And if she got a passing grade off of what she didn't do this semester, I'm going to be fucking furious.
Yeah.
Because I'm finally working for my grades. I was a fuck up in undergrad. Like 2.4 GPA. I was
so.
fucked up. You know what I mean? So now I'm taking college serious, and it's like, you're not going to get a good grade off of my hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So like
understand.
that whole experience has been one of the most out of pocket things, because it's just like every week it's like you can just
Something
laugh at
new.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my other out of pocket experiences this year, shit, my fucking car got booted twice this year.
Oh my god.
That's nobody's fault but my own.
That's my like worst nightmare.
You feel like you're gonna go to jail when you get your car
That's
booted.
how
I'm like, damn.
yeah, the anxiety
like-
I have. Oh my gosh, I'm like so weird with parking too. Like, Yeah.
I could do a whole episode on the Philadelphia Parking Authority. I
Yeah.
actually hope to do a whole segment of one of these episodes about how much I hate the Philadelphia Parking Authority. But I think that I'm rebelling against them by not paying the tickets that they give me.
Yeah.
And then they boot my ass.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck
like,
you,
"Got you,
we've
bitch."
actually got more power than you thought.
I didn't like. Wait, so that happens when you don't pay?
When
Yeah.
you don't pay your tickets, you get a boot on your car.
I assumed that's when you're just illegally parked.
No, if you're just illegally parked, they'll tow your ass.
Okay, gotcha. So
Oh.
a boot is like you have to pay to get it off.
Oh yeah, I had to pay like $700 to get
so
them.
it's like a straight jacket for your car, basically.
Absolutely.
Straight jacket for your car.
Like,
I'm
and you
screaming.
will get like charged if you like.
That is terrifying.
Because I could have called Alex and been like, "Yo, bring the tools, get this shit off my car now," and he could have
Yes.
done it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it would have been like
A thing.
thousands of dollars of fines
Yeah.
when they find their fucking boot in the
Yeah.
street and they
Yeah.
know exactly who it belongs to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
not worth it.
So
God
fuck the
damn.
PPA.
Yes. Yeah. We'll do a whole episode on
We
that
will
just
do
for you.
we will continue on the PPA because I'm going in on them.
Okay, I have a left field moment of 2024, but it actually brings me to the very beginning of 2024. You guys are not going to believe this shit. Josh and I almost broke up over a fucking couch.
No, and y'all don't ever argue.
No, we
yeah,
don't
you guys
argue.
seem like very like level-headed and like.
Yeah, we're fucking great. We
Neutral,
literally
yeah.
never argue about anything, but we almost broke up over the fucking couch that is in our living room, okay?
It's a nice fucking couch.
Let me.
It's a comfy couch.
It was not even a financial thing. That's the thing. Let me tell you the fucking
Was it
story.
design?
No, this was literally okay. So, Josh had this couch in his house that he had gotten like with the house. The couch was pretty much downstairs in the basement. That fucking hallway is narrow as shit. That family was like, "We're gonna leave that couch here. You can have it. Happy fucking Christmas." You know, like they were like, "Here you go, keep that shit." So Josh and his family, I guess, had brought the couch from downstairs upstairs somehow. I don't know how the fuck they did that. That thing was
Magicians.
huge, but they got it upstairs. And so ever since Josh and I had started dating, he was like, I just want a different couch. Like, I didn't even pay for this one. Like, I just don't want it. I'd rather give it to somebody that needs it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Finally, Josh and I were like, oh, we've decided on this. What is it called? The Mario something fucking couch. The bubble couch that's super low to the ground.
Oh, I love those.
Those expensive motherfuckers?
Yeah,
Right.
they're pretty, but they're not.
Listen.
They're not it. Yeah.
Listen, I fucking found one on Marketplace from a
course.
warehouse market, a warehouse worker, whatever, blah, 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 sells them on Marketplace. I was like, cool. So we have to get this fucking couch out of our house before we get the new couch because we don't got that much fucking space to be doing that shit, right? So we get rid of our couch. We give it to my mom, drive it all the way up to her place because it's on the way to the fucking couch that we're supposed to be buying. We had set up a date, all this shit, whatever. We are 98% of the way there, and the person's like, oh, I'm not there today. Nobody's at the warehouse. Like, it's closed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we go home with no fucking couch.
So you just have this empty space in your living room?
Empty fucking space in our living room. I was like, God damn it. So now we're like, what do we do? So originally we had blown up the air mattress and left it in the living room, right? Then our dogs chewed a fucking hole in the air mattress. So they chewed a hole in the air mattress because they were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Right? Chewed a hole in it. I was like, fucking pissed, whatever. Then I was like, oh, I have a couch in the sunroom. Let me just grab the couch from the sunroom and bring it inside. It's like a 1970s vintage couch, okay? So we bring that one inside. I also have a little shitty futon that like I had way back when I lived in California, but I couldn't get rid of it because it was checkered, whatever. Josh, his brother, and I are sitting on the couch one night, 2 o'clock in the morning. These fools are playing video games. The couch snaps. We're all on the floor. All of us are on the fucking floor.
Oh my God.
I literally wake up and I'm like, oh no. And then Josh's brother Jared was like, it's time for me to go, and left. So then I was like, now what do we do? Now we have this shitty ass futon and we're supposed to be having a New Year's Eve party. And we have no couches in here. So I was like, what are we going to do? So then I call my dad and I was like, hey, Dad, can I go to your house that he still owns over here? Can I steal your couch from
Yeah.
your house until we get our couch? He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So we go over there, grab the couch, put it in the van, bring it over here to our house, use those for the New Year's Eve party. We have ordered a couch from Ashley Furniture. It's called a Lavernette for anybody that wants a couch recommendation.
That's the one that you have
Oh,
now.
it's
Yes.
so comfy.
It's
so
so
good.
comfortable. Such a fucking good couch, right? So we order the Lavernette from Ashley Furniture, but we actually got it from this place called MM Furniture, and it was like half off. Life hack, right? So we ordered it, but they kept pushing the fucking date back. They pushed it. First they're like, oh, it'll be there by New Year's Eve. Don't worry about it. We're like, okay, sure. Then they're like, oh, actually, it's going to be here on like December 14th, December 25th. You'll have it on Christmas. Then you're going to have it on this date. The end of fucking January comes. We finally get this goddamn couch, right? We go pick this thing up. We have the door open. I was like, we're putting this couch in the house tonight. I need to have this shit in the house tonight, right? So we take the old couch, my dad's couch, took that shit out of the house already, empty living room again. Josh was like, I don't really feel like it. It's raining. I don't want to do this. I was like, we're doing this shit now, right? So it's raining. We leave the door open. A bird flies into our house. Torque catches the bird in midair, kills the bird. Josh is fucking yelling, screaming, chasing Torque around the house.
Oh, he's a vegan too. He loves those little birdies. Probably.
Yes.
I'm sure that hurt him.
He's
inside.
fucking chasing Torque around the house. Torque finally, I was like, you don't have to chase him around the house. Now I'm pissed, right? Because I'm like, I have a well-trained dog, okay? He will listen to you. So I was like, Torque, drop it. Bird is flapping on the floor. I was like, God damn it. So then I convinced Torque to pick the bird up and take it outside.
Slay.
Yeah, I got
Smart
him to take
man.
it all the way the fuck
Right.
outside. I was like, get it and fucking go outside. Escorted him outside. Josh and I are trying to bring this couch in the house. I tell you what, that shit took us 3.5 hours.
And I bet y'all were bitching at each other the whole fucking time.
Yes.
I've never argued with Alex like I have when we've moved houses.
Yes.
Oh my
That
god.
will bring out the ugly in everybody.
Yeah.
Once you're
Yes.
moving furniture through doorways that aren't, no, y'all
Yeah.
will come at each other's
We had
necks.
to, y'all know how my house is set up, right? So the little front, how you walk up the steps,
Right.
we had to bring the couch like around our porch and bring it in like straight
Right.
instead. So it had to go on top of the bricks and then through our
Right.
door. And I'm like, why don't we try it this way? Why don't we try it this way? The stupid fucking ceiling titty in the hallway is in the way. That shit's about to fucking break. I was like,
Oh
I don't
my
know how the fuck
gosh.
we're gonna do this. And it was 3 pieces. So we had to do that shit 3 times.
Oh my god.
3 times.
The
Yeah.
relationship almost crumbled over that, huh?
It did, but we both slept on the couch together that night because we were so happy that we did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Made you stronger in the end.
Right.
Huh?
It did. Oh, my god.
That's rough.
So that was pretty fucking left field. I was
Yeah.
like, ain't no way we just split this couch and now we're about to fucking break up.
Right, you got it on a payment plan. You're gonna be paying it off.
I'm about to put this shit back in my van and take it with me wherever I'm going because I don't
yeah.
know what the fuck else I'm gonna do.
Right.
What, you keep a half of it and I'll keep the other half of it? Like,
Yo, Alex literally can never leave me because he can never take the bed that we have in our house.
oh my
Like,
god, you guys' bed is so
If
comfortable
Travis
now.
left me, he could take the bed. I'll sleep on the couch. He could have the bed.
Yeah, you
that
have a
bed
nice
fucking
couch
sucks.
too. You have a
Yeah.
nice couch. So, anyways, that was my most left field moment of 2024. But since it is New Year's Eve, I feel like we should do like a little New Year's resolution kind of thingy, kind of sorta. Casey and I actually picked out some questions from that game that we
Conversation
played.
menu.
Yeah, conversation menu. So we picked some out like before this episode, and I think we should just kind of end off with
Yeah.
those.
So this question is a good one, and I think this talks more about like I think it removes the pressure that we have with the big resolutions of like doing the
Yeah.
big things that we start the year off feeling strong and then they fizzle out because they're such big things. This question is, what small evolutionary steps or daily practice or good habit could you undertake in the new year?
I got one immediately.
Yes, go.
Go outside once a fucking day.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Literally go and touch fucking grass.
Yeah.
And like it's probably because I have a child.
Right.
But I have like it forces me to go out more because
Mm-hmm.
I want him to like experience that. He loves it. And if I'm having like a bad day or a bad week and I'm just like cooped up in the house, like if I go outside, I immediately feel like I can do fucking anything. I get
Yeah.
back and I'm like, wow, magical.
Yeah.
Cures everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does like heal.
Just like a breath of fresh air in between tasks too to like recollect yourself. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like when I'm working at the office, I'm like, all right, once I get done these big tasks, I'll go outside and walk around the block and then I'll
Yeah.
come back and start again.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea to just get fresh
go,
air.
even if it's for like 15 minutes.
Right.
Like just go outside. And then the other one is like wash your face.
Oh,
oh,
Even
bitch.
if
Don't even get
Come
me
on,
started.
I
I'm the
know.
worst at
Even-
nighttime.
I know. Even if it's just once a day,
Yeah.
if you're not wearing makeup or whatever, like there's times where I'm in like real bad bouts of depression. We've all been there where we're just not taking care of ourselves. And
Yeah.
like sometimes I just like won't shower for a couple days.
I feel that.
fucking
I feel
happens,
that.
like,
It happens.
If I'm being real, like it's
Yeah.
it's
There's
gross, but it
no
happens.
shade in that. No
If-
shame.
You can at least like take 5 minutes to wash your face and moisturize.
Yeah.
And then you
Like-
feel at least less gross. And sometimes it actually makes me feel like, okay, I feel really good that I'm taking care of myself. Actually, I
That's
am
what I
going
was
to take
gonna
a
say.
shower.
Like taking a shower is one of the best forms of self care.
Force yourself to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ask my clients in every interview that I do with them, like we talk about like self-care And I always have to have the conversation of like self-care does not have to be going get your nails done.
No.
It does not have to be going shopping, getting eyelashes.
Yeah.
Like self-care can be making yourself a good meal and taking a 10-minute shower away from your kids to have some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's such a good point.
What about you, Casey?
So I think that for me, I really use my calendar every single day. Like, and that was one of the things that I like wanted to do better in 2024, and I've done it. So like, I'm definitely using my calendar every day.
a
I
good
bought a
one.
new calendar for myself for the year.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
super excited.
I need
It's
to do
like
that.
I did like 4 months worth of research on like what kind of planner I wanted.
You need to drop that link.
I will,
'cause I
because
need
I
one
will
bad.
drop the link.
Yeah.
It's a Laurel Denise planner, and I like it because you
Ooh.
can see the month, the week, and the day
love
in the
that.
same space.
Oh, yes.
Are you
And
like a writer, like handwritten?
I am a
thing?
handwriter.
That's how I am too. Yeah.
And I think that for this year, if I take like 5 minutes each day to write in my planner one thing that I'm grateful for and one affirmation.
That's so good.
I think that that would snowball into like trying to hopefully make my mindset a little more positive
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I feel like I really get caught up in like negative complaining,
Yeah.
like bouts. Like I'm a complainer.
Oh, I actually
Like,
saw something recently where somebody had challenged their partner not to complain for 24 hours and to not to be negative for 24 hours. And the conclusion that she came to, she didn't feel like she was a very negative person until she had to stop herself from complaining.
Right.
And she said the whole day she found her, like, caught herself like,
Right.
oh my God, this guy fucking like is driving so slow. And like she said after that 24 hours, she actually now goes out of her way every day to like challenge herself to do that. That is such a good one, I feel.
that is a
Wow.
good one. I would
That
have to
is a-
do that.
Yeah.
I would have a hard time with that.
I would have such a hard time because I bitch and moan like a motherfucker.
I love a good, I complain all the time.
I'm a
It's-
girl that's like, I'm not complaining, but
Yeah.
or like I'll
Right,
make
it,
a
like,
joke,
cancels
but
it
it's
out
a
somehow.
complaint in a joke.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's a really good point as well.
do you have any other ones, Casey?
No, I think that's like what the small chunk that I'm gonna take on for the beginning of the year and see
Hell
how
yeah.
it spirals.
That's
Good for you.
Not too many, I feel like is good.
I
I've got a
think that I'm
couple.
going to think more about like the negativity and like the complaining because I think that would be a good challenge for both Alex and I to do, just to see like where we're at with that.
And see how you feel too. Like just
Right.
take note of your mental space. I feel
Right.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
think
about
that
you?
if I had to think, I think I have 3. Okay, number 1, I really want to start paying attention to my diet because I am a girl with real bad tummy issues. I've had bad tummy
Babe.
issues since I was
Yeah.
a fucking kid.
Fucking heard that. Yeah.
God.
Yo,
God,
Ush and
so
Hershey,
bad.
I was like, I feel so bad for these boys. They're dragging around 2 girls with upset tummies. like,
thinking the
You're being
same
so brave
thing.
about it.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. So, number 1, I really want to start paying attention to my diet because I have to figure out what's wrong with me at this
Right.
point. Like, I can't keep living my life the way that I have been living it for so long. So, I want to
Same.
go back to a
feel
GI
that
doctor,
hard.
start figuring that out, and really pay attention to my diet. Because even though I'm vegetarian and like eat mostly vegan, that doesn't mean that everything that I'm eating is super healthy.
Cheese and bread,
Right.
babe.
Yeah.
That was my vegetarian diet. It was
Yeah.
not good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's harsh.
It's hard on your stomach.
So
and I feel like you have to be more intentional about getting the nutrients that your body needs,
Yeah.
like the
That's what I'm
right healthy
saying.
stuff.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
need to start
like,
paying attention to
if
like.
I was vegan, I would eat rice every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And pasta.
Yeah.
Yep. Another
Same.
thing I want to do is I want to actually start journaling because I have a very bad dissociative disorder and I don't remember what the fuck happened ever.
Maybe if you could like set a timer for yourself for like 4 or 5 minutes each day.
just to
Like just
literally
sit
get
down
it
and
out.
take 5 minutes, maybe less than that.
Yeah.
If you feel like
Exactly.
that's even too much.
Yeah.
Like start super small for like and just do it for a month.
Yeah.
And I like habit trackers. Like I get calendars and planners that have habit trackers so that like I can track those things.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
like feel good about the progress that you're making and
Yeah,
actually see
that's
it in
great.
real time.
Yeah.
Yep. I need to do that. Last thing, I need to stop cursing on the podcast so much.
No, shut the fuck up.
I swear. Oh my God. I just listened
My
to
immediate
the.
response was like, "Bitch, come on."
Yeah, come on.
Listen, it's not even that I need to stop cursing generally speaking, but like for some reason on the podcast, I don't know what happens to me when I get this pink microphone in front of my face. I cannot stop dropping the F-bomb. I don't know what it is.
It's so funny though because
we're
Alex's
yapping.
dad was watching an episode of us, and I think it was like the internet. We hate the internet
Yeah.
episode.
That
And he
was
turns to
funny.
me about 10 minutes and he goes, do you guys know any other word than fuck? And I was like, no. I was like, listen, sir, I grew up thinking my middle name was fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that is the
think-
household I grew up in.
I don't know what it is, but I think in my day-to-day like language and vocabulary and the way that I talk to people, I don't curse that often. But for some reason on the podcast, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm like excited or I'm passionate about something.
Yeah.
Or we're bad influences on you.
Or like
But
I just think
the
that things
word
are so
fuck is
funny.
just a sentence enhancer.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
That's
all
It's
it is.
decoration. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I feel
decoration.
like
It makes
it's
it
a
more
SpongeBob
expressive.
episode, though. You
Yeah.
know where they just like do all the little Yes, all of those.
Yeah,
Could you
literally.
imagine like every other word that I say would literally be that. And like I've been trying to be slightly conscious about it with it, but I also opened this episode with saying motherfuckers. So
Yeah.
like there's that.
I need everyone in my life to just understand that I will be cursing for the
Yeah.
rest of eternity.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
Alex's
even care.
family is always so starstruck by my language. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
I
just
don't-
like not going to change. I never had to modify my language in front of my parents. My
Yeah.
parents were like very much curse all the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm the
Just
same
don't
way.
curse at people in a mean
Yeah.
way.
Correct.
So like I always grew up just
Just
cursing,
using it
you
as
know?
dec-
You know what
Decoration,
though?
yeah.
Like the problem with me is my frequency in a singular sentence.
Right.
Because I say the F word so many times in a singular sentence, and I'm like, bitch, you have any other word in your whole vocabulary? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Your whole vernacular is fuck, fucking, motherfucker.
right? Exactly.
And
So
I love that for you.
I need to relax a little bit on the podcast because, like I said, day to day, not that bad. But for some reason, with this fucking pink microphone,
I think if
it
it
just
bothers
starts
you,
coming
then
out.
like there's nothing wrong with like working on it. Like
Yeah.
I think I mean it could personally I don't give a fuck. But I think that if it's something that you want to change about yourself and
Yeah.
that's something that you notice and don't like, there's nothing like it's healthy to like want to make adjustments.
We can keep a counter. We can keep track of how many times we say fuck in each episode.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna put it at the bottom of the
Right, yeah. Have it in like each one of our colors.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. Holy shit. Okay, should we close off with some group chat gossip?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
So the whole idea behind group chat gossip, we're talking about our hyperfixations, what we're into,
Hyperfixations
right?
of the week,
Yes.
babe. Yeah.
Yeah. Who wants to start?
Yo, this week, my hyperfixation, because I've been in a mood to shake ass. Like, I want a night where I can go to get fucking dressed up, get cute, and I want to go dancing.
I love that you
want
can
to
shake ass because this
Like,
this is not moving anywhere.
I don't know if I can.
Okay.
But I try.
I love
the
that it doesn't
intention is
matter.
there.
I love
Like,
it. Yeah.
I love going out and dancing. I don't even need to be drunk anymore. I can just go dance.
I love that.
Sean Paul has been on my fucking
Sean Paul?
playlist all week.
Sean Paul. Oh my
Sean
god,
Paul.
I haven't heard that in forever. I love you,
Like,
Sean Paul. Like
Sean Paul makes me want to throw ass.
I
Like,
understand. Temperature?
Come
Are you fucking
on.
kidding me?
He has a what's
We
that
be
one?
burning?
We be burning.
Oh,
come
come
on. What's
on.
the other one? Baby Boy with fucking Beyonce.
Baby boy,
Stay on my mind. Fulfill
Girl,
my
I was a
fantasy.
Sean Paul girly. Yeah.
When you're gonna give it up to me with Keisha Cole. When you're gonna give it up to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
I've
Me not
been in
even
my
realizing that all these are Sean
2000s
Paul.
hip hop bag this week.
Honestly, same. And last night, do you remember Cassie?
Me
Long
and
Way to
You.
Go by Cassie.
Me and you.
Oh yeah, that song.
Now I can see it.
Like I wanna make a move.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but
she's
Long
hot as
Way-
shit.
Yeah, she's so
She is
fucking hot.
so hot.
I remember I was like, this was one of my like gay awakening moments when I was younger. I was watching that music video where she's like in the mirror and she's got her heels on, and I was like, this girl is so fine. Yeah, I remember
like, I'm
being
tingling.
like, she's so hot.
Like,
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
why am
I'm
I sweating
tingling.
suddenly? Right. Yes, that was she did it for me for sure.
Yo, 2000s R&B and hip hop just like
Does it for me
I
every
wish
time, babe.
that when I turned 21, that's what they were playing in the club.
Oh, we're gonna be chatting
Yes.
about this further after this podcast.
Because I sent the thong song in the group chat, and
Oh, I knew.
was astonished that Bree did not know that
I was
song.
singing that song when I was like in diapers.
I don't remember anything.
Thong.
You guys, I have a dissociative disorder. Like, I
Oh,
can't
But
yeah.
remember
also, were you
shit.
into like hip hop, R&B, rap
Yes.
music? Okay.
Yeah, I was. And like I could not even think of a single Sean Paul song when you just said that right now.
Oh my god.
Could not think of it. But
You
when you guys
probably
started
would
singing
know
them, I was
it,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay. But
Yeah.
like I couldn't think of a single one on my own in my own brain space.
That's okay.
Can't do it. Can't do it. So stupid. What about you, Sydney?
Ginger beer.
Ginger
As
beer?
a girl with tummy issues, I have been drinking ginger beer like by the fucking gallon. It's probably doing the opposite, but yeah, like a spicy ginger beer.
Have you ever tried
Oh.
a ginger
Medicinal.
like chew?
Oh yeah, so good.
I'd keep ginger chews on deck.
Yeah, ginger chews. Just like ginger in general, really. Like molasses ginger cookies.
Alex has them molasses ginger cookie
so
dough
fucking
sitting
good.
in the fridge right now.
Literally so good. Yeah, ginger beer. It's like also tummy issues.
Yeah.
It's like medicinal for me. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like the little burn that goes down like clears you fucking out. Yeah, this week that has been my hyperfixation. I have
Damn.
been obsessed
Do
with
you
ginger
get food
ginger beers.
hyperfixations?
Oh yeah, so bad. Yeah.
My food hyperfixation the past like 2 weeks has been like chocolate covered pretzels.
Totally respect
Interesting.
that. I get those like that's been one specifically white chocolate covered pretzels.
I can't do white
I
chocolate.
love white chocolate.
I love white chocolate.
I love white chocolate.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and also just like generally like I've been listening to a lot of hip hop as well. So I feel like that's probably I could probably
It's so
sprinkle that in
motivating.
there.
Like driving through the city, bumping my hood
Yeah.
rap music,
Oh, yeah.
like gets me through
Maxo
my day.
Cream, come the
Bitch,
fuck on. We have plenty to talk
on.
about. Yeah.
Sid hung out
Yeah.
in the hood.
Oh yes, sure did, babe. Sure did.
Screaming.
What about you, babe?
Jersey Shore.
Oh,
Oh,
respect
I
that
can
so
always
much. Who's your
hyperfixate on
fave?
that.
Who's your fave?
Oh shit, I've never been asked that question.
I need to know. I will be
Snooki's been getting on my fucking nerves recently.
respect that.
I love her, but like I don't know why she's been getting on my fucking nerves. I'm getting tired of hearing her say, "I just want to go party. I'm here to get wasted. I just want to have a good time. What's
Don't
up
you
with all
got
this
3
drama?"
kids at home?
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of hearing it. Like, girl, there is some serious shit going on right now, and they're trying to air it out. And also, this is what keeping your show going.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you don't shut the fuck up about,
Right.
I just want to have a good time and go to the pool party. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're driving me insane.
Snook.
Who's my favorite? Shit. Not Pauly D, because I heard on a podcast that he's fucking toxic.
I mean, they're all toxic.
They
I heard
are
Vinny's
all
racist.
toxic. Yeah.
I'm sure.
The
I mean, I
fuck?
feel like they all have had.
Half of that cast is Hispanic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Literally.
Yeah.
JWoww's never been my favorite. Oh my god, I
JWoww
don't know if I
bothers
love
me.
any of them.
JWoww bothers me a lot. I don't.
She
know-
bothers me too.
I don't know what it is. Trav's like,
Probably
oh, she's
Dina.
the hottest, and yeah, Dina. I like Dina.
I like.
I
Dina.
think Dina's the only one that you could have a coherent conversation with.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I like.
She's down to earth. Like, she's just
yeah.
a regular
Oh,
human.
actually, wait.
Yeah.
The episode that I'm on, Sam just came back, so I'm kind of obsessed with Sam right
I
now.
do
Sammy,
like. I do
sweetheart.
love me some Sammy, but she fucking gets under my skin.
She's a pick-me-ass bitch.
She is.
Yes,
It's
she
so fucking
is.
annoying, and the way that she's not a girl's girl.
No, that's what I
yeah.
mean. She's not a
And
girl's
it
girl.
bothers me so fucking bad. Like that when the season that came out where they like the infamous note.
The
happened.
Yes,
notes.
the
Dude,
notes.
she literally like chose her shit ass fucking boyfriend over all the girls in the house.
Yes.
Come the fuck on, babe.
Yeah,
Come
like,
on.
girl.
I don't really. I think I hate all of them. Question mark.
Same.
I don't
I
think
feel
I
like
like
Mike
anyone.
had a good
favorite.
redemption run.
Yeah.
Yes, but Mike is toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
Is he?
He is
I
really
stopped
funny, though.
watching.
He's toxic as fuck. So I'm basically almost caught up on Family Vacation, which is why I am so obsessive over Jersey Shore as I have been for the past fucking year.
Yeah.
Because I just want to finish this shit
Yeah.
so that I'm caught up and I can actually participate in Jersey Day. I would like to know. Because when I moved back to New Jersey, everybody would make Jersey Shore references and I was always out of the loop because I never watched it when it actually
I
came
know.
out.
Jersey used to be my favorite day. I will vividly remember I used to watch Jersey with my stepdad growing up when
Really?
like the first seasons were coming out. And I vividly remember the day that Osama bin Laden was shot because we were sitting on the couch watching Jersey Shore, minding our business, new episode, hype, great. And they cut from Jersey Shore, and Obama comes on the screen to talk about Osama bin Laden getting killed. And we were just like, oh,
That's quite a memory.
that's a vibe kill.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right?
That's
but I was like,
wild.
MTV?
They were
Like, why are we doing this on
GTLA?
MTV?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah, so I'm basically almost caught up. I just want to be to the present day really
Yeah.
bad because now I follow all of them on the internet, even though I like low key hate them sometimes, but I follow all of them, and I'm like, I don't want you to spoil anything for me,
Right.
so I have to catch up now, and I'm very close. So that's been my
Sammy's got a
obsession.
store on the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Yeah, she does, and she got all mad at Snooki for having a store like down the fucking
Of
block.
fucking course she did, because she's not a girl's girl.
Right.
Exactly.
Of course. She doesn't want the girls to eat.
No.
Come on.
Exactly.
No.
Only she can be successful. She
Yes.
doesn't- Yeah.
Exactly.
And isn't JWoww dating like a 20-something-year-old?
Yeah, 24. Zach. He's not 24 anymore, but he was when they first started dating. I don't know
Yo,
if they're
Roger
married or
beat
not.
her ass.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what? Our next.
Hold on. How have I not?
Oh yeah.
Heard
When
this.
did you stop watching?
Oh,
Like original Jersey Shore?
yeah.
After that, they like got married like several years into their marriage. He was
Yeah.
like beating her
Oh,
ass.
I didn't realize that, because I know that like I feel like it was just a year or two ago. I was like seeing them on social media. It must have been like that they left.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long they haven't been together now.
I don't know either. Okay, I have an idea. Our next episode, we need to talk about relationships, toxic relationships, friendships, all that other kind of stuff. Because I feel like we like touched on that in this
Right.
episode like quite a few times, and I feel like we could dig deeper.
Yeah.
But we are out of time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how do you guys feel?
I feel good.
feel
I think
good.
that was like really fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that
I
was
love
super
it.
fun,
It was like
too.
so chill. Yeah.
All right, you guys. So we are officially out of time for this episode today. But on the next episode of Girls vs. World, we are going to touch on a bunch of the stuff that we touched on in this podcast today. I really hope that you guys liked it. I think this is like the general vibe. Obviously, this is our first time doing this episode. So we're like, still trying to figure it out a little bit. But I hope that you guys like the vibe of this. And yeah, in the next episode, we are going to talk about toxic relationships, whether that's like friends, family, actual romantic relationships. And yeah, I'm really excited, you guys. So I hope you guys have a great new year. Don't say Happy New Year's, because that's not what the fuck you're supposed to say.
Just
Okay.
circling back real quick.
I definitely have always said Happy New Year's.
It's Happy New Year.
Like I
I'm
say
guilty.
New Year's. I definitely say New Year's.
It's Happy New Year. It's a singular year.
It is. Yeah.
That's it. It's a singular
But
year.
like, there's multiple New Years that have happened, right?
That's true. But it's New Year's Eve. It's not New Year Eve. It's New Year's Eve. And I think
Like
that's where the confusion.
apostrophe S.
Yes.
Like it's the new year belonging to that year's.
Yeah.
Eve.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
In my
it's Happy
grammar
New
brain.
Year. It's Happy New Year. Me with the vocabulary of a 15-year-old with saying the F word all the time. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to end this podcast here. Love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in for the first season of URL versus IRL. We're starting season 2. I'm so excited, you guys.
Bye, guys.
I'll see
Be
you
safe.
next
Have
Tuesday.
fun.
See you next Tuesday. Bye. Are you fucking kidding me? No way. All right. Talk to you soon on the next URL versus IRL.